Excuse me. That's how you open up a stream with a giant ass burp. What is that, everyone? Welcome to today's live stream. As you can see, questions ahead of Carolina Panthers 2023 training camp. We're going to go over that. Got a couple these are articles that we're going to be going over. So these topics today. Bryce Young joins Bojangles or a partnership, whichever one you want to call it. Either way. And then we're going to go over the top 10 best Carolina Panthers. Who are the top 10 best Carolina Panthers on this roster right now? And then we will do some NFL trivia at the end. We did some Weedles or Weddles yesterday, and then we'll do another Gridiron Grid today as well. So make sure you pound the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and feel free to click that post notifications bell so you don't miss out on any new live streams or content. Also, feel free to share the live. That also goes a long way. You can also support the channel by using that. You see that little $ show you're supporting Pantherology with the thing in it. That's a super chat. That's another way you can support. Yeah, I mean, there's just multiple ways to do it. But the free ones are like, comment, subscribe. And click that post notification bell. But other than that, if you want to, you can use the super chat as well. Bojangles, haven't had it in years. I love Bojangles. I love Bojangles. Bojangles has in my opinion, I don't know, because it's hard. Because like people love McDonald's sweet tea, but then you got Chick-fil-A sweet tea, which is good. But then you got Bojangles sweet tea. I don't know. Let's make a poll real quick. I'm gonna make a poll real quick. And Popeye's sweet tea. We'll put a poll in here real quick. All right, we're going to put in best sweet tea, and then we'll get right into today's topics. All right. We're going to go Bojangles. I call it Bojangles. Chick-fil-A. She ordered fish fillet. Chick-fil-A. Popeyes. I don't remember how to spell Popeyes, but I'm pretty sure I spelled that right. I had a brain fart there. And we'll go McDonald's because McDonald's does have good sweet tea. I ain't gonna lie. All right. The poll's up. We'll see what happens at the end of the stream, where we're at with that. Okay. Should be up. Is the poll up? I don't see it up here. Yeah, I want live chat. I want to see. Did I engage your audience? Start a poll. Did it not go up? That's frustrating. Okay, well, let's just go ahead and get right into it. Put in the comments your favorite out of these four. McDonald's sweet tea, Chick-fil-A sweet tea, Bojangles sweet tea, or Popeye sweet tea. Y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think your favorite sweet tea is. All right, I'm going to share my screen of this article. It's by Fanside on Cat Crave. Article by Jared Feinberg. Posted up this morning. 5 burning questions entering in 2023 training camp. Okay. 5 burning questions entering the Carolina Panthers training camp. All right. So let's go right into it. Let's go into the first question here. Okay. As we go down, the first question here. What are burning questions that Panther fans are asking ahead of starting of the training camp at Wofford College? And so let's scroll down to the next. We're going to go to the next one. Okay. The first question here was by Josh T. I'm not sure who that is, but anyways, saying Carolina Panthers salary cap space. Why are the Carolina Panthers holding on so much salary space money when we have needs as a CB or edge depth position? And I think that's a great question to dive into real quick. The problem is that we have a substantial amount of salary cap available. And I've been wondering why the Panthers haven't used this to address the needs when it comes to the salary cap and the, to the edge rushers and all of that as well. I've been saying it since the beginning. I've been saying it that we need to address the edge rusher and the corner position this offseason. General manager Scott Fitter seems to be right now, for some reason, cautious when it comes to spending money, and maybe that has to do with the fact that we're trying to extend Brian Burns. I'm not really sure. We could also be waiting for the right free agent opportunity to come about, right? Maybe we're just waiting it out here for the right person to come along at the right price, right? So, and I think it's like I was saying, I think it's also depending on Bryce Young's contract, right? Because he hasn't signed his rookie deal yet. Then the potential extension with Brian Burns might also be factors affecting their cap space. So, to this question, that is probably what's going on. It's just the fact that we're waiting for the right opportunity to arise, which means the right money, the right person, and then also probably still working on Bryce Young's contract, and then the extension on Brian Burns. So there's probably a lot of factors playing into what this question is asking. As we move on, let's go on to the next question of this article. And now, okay, it gets into the Bryce Young's contract. So it goes, how much longer will Bryce Young's how much longer until Bryce Young signs his rookie contract? And I think that's an excellent question. How much longer is it going to be? I mean, we are all eager to see our promising new quarterback, right? I mean, we're ready for Bryce to take the field. Okay, everyone. I get that. I get that we want Bryce. We're ready for Bryce to take the field. Okay, and I get it. Okay, we're good on that. But however, I know he has yet to sign his rookie contract. While I mean, I think this situation might be a cause for, some concern. I wouldn't be too stressed out about it, really. It's relatively, I think, common for rookie players to sign their deals, right? Just before training camp begins. So I expect the team to finalize the contract soon. I think it'll allow Young to, join the practice sessions as planned. So I wouldn't be too worried about that question, but it's a good question because I know people are probably curious to that. All right, next question. Carolina Panthers, tight end Tommy Tremble outlook. How many opportunities do you expect Tommy Tremble to get this season? Which I think is a great question. And I'm here to answer that because Tommy Tremble, I think, is going to have a role in our offense. He's a young tight end. He has shown versatility and athleticism, but his role in this offense, yes, does remain as a question mark. In my opinion, I think we will see more of him. I think with the fact of this new offensive scheme under Thomas Brown, I think you can expect that Tommy Tremble to see more opportunity as the team's number 2 tight end. I think he has the potential to thrive in that role. And I think it's a good opportunity for him, especially with an offense that favors a 12 personnel formation. You got to remember that this new offense is going to be a 12 personnel formations. So this is going to give him more opportunity to touch the football field, touch the football. So, and he's great at blocking. So he's definitely great when it comes to the run game. So I'm looking forward to seeing what he does. All right, another question on this article was Carolina's Panthers offensive line duo's job security. So the question here was, is there a legitimate chance that Chandler Zavala, Cade Mays, or someone else beats out Christensen or Corbett once they get back from their injuries? I think that Chandler Zavala and Cade Mays will already create opportunities in this training camp. This training camp for them will give them the opportunities to beat out Christensen and Corbett to solidify their spots on the offensive line. Now, Corbett's position at right guard, I think, is secured. I think Corbett's is secured. When he was on the field last year, between him, Bozeman, and all that, I mean, there was nobody seemed to get through that wall right there. Christensen last year, go look at his stats. I don't think he allowed one sack last year. So Christensen's spot right now for me is secured. I think that Chandler, Savala, and Cade Mays provide a lot of good depth there and great rotational pieces. Do I see them being able to could they take those opportunities and make it their own and take that position? Absolutely. All right. However, it's just going to be competition at the guard spot. And I think that's great because it's going to provide an interesting storyline during our training camp, which is what I'm looking forward to. I can't remember the last time we've had an offensive line where I have actually felt comfortable going into the year saying that we could be a top 10 offensive line again. We finished top 10 last year. So this is the first time in a long time for me that I can feel comfortable saying that I look forward to seeing what this offensive line does. I really do. So, all right, let's move on to the next question of the article. Okay, Carolina Panthers and Hard Knocks. I'm glad that someone's asking this question. Are the Carolina Panthers glad they aren't under a public microscope by Hard Knocks this season? And for me, unlike previous years, the Panthers aren't under a public microscope, right? Okay. Of really some sort. And not necessarily HBO's Hard Knocks, right? I think the team's hiring of a new coach disqualified them from the show anyways. And I think fans, as myself, are relieved to avoid these distractions that come with that kind of exposure, right? So instead of Carolina will continue its own version, right? Its own training camp. The Camp Confidential will be coming out, which we'll get to see, offering some inside look at the team's preparation for this upcoming season. So I'm looking forward to that. It won't be Hard Knocks. It's the own team's crew, all that stuff, kind of like the blueprint. So we won't have to worry about that. The Hard Knocks. I am looking forward to, though, the joint practices with the Jets. I might go up there and check it out because I want to see what we do. I want to see what these joint practices are all about. I love it. I hope there's some shit talking and all that. And I want to see Aaron Rodgers and go see the MILF Hunter, Zach Wilson as well. And then go see Bryce Young do it up and the new young guys. So I might be going up there to check that out at some point. Appreciate everyone joining the live stream. Got another article to go over with you here shortly, but we're first things first, make sure you pound that like button. I appreciate it. Live every day around the same time, 12:15, 12:30 EST. So please make sure you pound the like button. All right. Let's move on. Darius is in here. We got 8 people in here, only 9 people in here, only 6 likes. Make sure you pound the like button, guys. I would much appreciate it, please. All right, let's move on to the next article, or not the next article, but the next topic of today. Bryce Young and Bojangles. Bojangles. That's what I call it. I call it Bojangles. Let's get in here real quick. Oh, which image do I want to use? We'll use this one. Fuck it. Share my screen real quick with you guys. All right. Appreciate everyone getting in the chat. I can see all y'all in there chatting it up. Appreciate everyone in there. All right. Bojangles announces its new partnership with Bryce Young. I mean, I knew this was coming, right? I knew this was coming. I mean, good for Bryce, man. Even before throwing his first touchdown as a as a as a Panther, he's already secured his off the field win, in my opinion. Getting a multi-year deal with Charlotte's own Bojangles, right? So obviously, despite the partnership, there's no need to worry about Bryce Young indulging into the too many chicken sandwiches or biscuits. I think he's well planned, has a well meal plan program designed to help him, maintain that athleticism and at a healthy weight. Support his training regimen, which he seems like he's already put on some good weight. He looks a lot bigger. Planet Jadarius says that food is good. Let me tell you something, man. It's hard for me to go against Bojangles. It's either Bojangles, Popeyes, or Chick-fil-A. Like those three right there. I still take Chick-fil-A. I think I still take Chick-fil-A over Bojangles. I'll probably take Bojangles over Popeyes still, but that's neither here nor there. But I love it. Obviously the collaboration is awesome for us. Now, I think it's awesome. I just think it's awesome, finding a new partnership, and then he's poised to make an impact on the field, and I'm sure he'll indulge in some Bojangles at the end of some victories, right? So, and we're all food enthusiasts here, so I'm sure everybody in this chat's a bunch of food enthusiasts. I could see people in here talking about, I love Bojangles. I love Bojangles. I see y'all in the chat. I see y'all fatties in the chat. I'm just kidding. Y'all ain't fat. Y'all ain't fat. Just messing with y'all. Shit. My fat ass ate some McDonald's last night because I was trying to get my Chick-fil-A that's closest to me where I live closes at 9:00. I was like, I can't get a grilled chicken sandwich? Because I'm trying to I'm trying to maintain my body, my summer body for the summer. And I'm like, I can't get a grilled chicken sandwich and some fruit and a diet lemonade. Like, what the fuck? So I had to go to freaking McDonald's and I had to look up what might be the most healthiest thing to get. And it's like their McChicken crispy chicken sandwich that they have. So it wasn't bad, but it ain't Chick-fil-A. Hey, Jadarius, that's awesome, man. Keep it up. Keep up the hard work. I'm actually getting certified to be a personal trainer. So if anybody needs any meal plans or workout plans here soon, I'll be certified to do so. All right. Let's move on to the next topic. Now, there was an article that came out on Sports Illustrated. I'm going to share my screen. And I want to see if y'all agree with this list. Who are the top 10 best players on the Panthers roster? All right. Who are the top 10 best players on the Panthers roster? Okay. So it starts off by saying honorable mentions. There's DJ Chark, Adam Thielen, Austin Corbett, Dante Jackson, and Von Bell. All right. At number 10, he put Bradley Bozeman. Put Bradley Bozeman at number 10. What do y'all think? And then he's got Akeem Ekwonu at 9. Bozeman earned his spot on this, list. He was very impactful on our offense. Okay. Darius, we'll get to number one, and I mean Brian Burns is number one on this list. I will be honest with y'all. I mean I think that's kind of self-explanatory, but Brian Burns on this list is number one. But we'll get down to it. I think Bozeman at 10 is good over the honorable mentions. You could, DJ Chark, Austin Corbett, Dante Jackson, Von Bell. I think you can make a case for Dante Jackson maybe being top 10, but I think that this list is pretty on point for the most part. I think Bozeman earned his spot on this list. Really. I mean, he had an impactful performance on the offense last year. And I think without Bozeman, we don't have that. Without Bozeman, we don't have that big, huge running game that we had last year against like the Detroit Lions. That game against Detroit, you don't have that game, right? Against Detroit, without Bozeman, you do not have that 300-something yard game. All right. So he's a valuable piece to this team. All right. So I think 10 for Bozeman makes sense. I think Dante Jackson, if he stayed healthy throughout the years, or for the past 2 years, if he stayed healthy and played 14, 15 games, then you could probably make a case for him at 10. But it's crazy because you'll see who number 3 is, which I'm kind of concerned at him at number 3, but that's neither here nor there. No, NFL the kid, it wasn't a 500-yard game. It was like 380 yards combined, something like that. 387 yards combined for the rushing game. Left tackle, Kima Kwanu at 9. I think that's good. He's a rising star. He's obviously going to be our franchise left tackle for years to come, I think. Obviously, I think he'll be able to climb higher as the season goes on this list, giving his his impressive skill set and dedication to the game. All right, let's move on. So now they've got at 8 and 7, he has Frankie Louvu, Miles Sanders. I think that for Frankie Louvu, for me, he's very underrated. I think last year he got snubbed out of the Pro Bowl. I want him to really have an outstanding year this year. I want him to prove that last season wasn't a fluke, right? So I want him to just continue playing the way he played last year, and I think he could elevate further up on this list as well. Instead of being 8, I could see him being top 5 if he can elevate. Miles Sanders, number 7. He had a great year last year. Obviously he didn't play here. Obviously he was with the Eagles. So him at 7 for me is kind of 50-50. I mean, I think maybe you could have put him in honorable mentions just because he really hasn't played on this team yet. Yeah. But he had a great year last year. He brings a lot to the table from the pass catching game. So hopefully I'm hoping that Miles Sanders can have like what he had his rookie year into the passing game, right? So 7 though, I mean, Miles Sanders is 7. I'm not like too mad about it, but it's not a terrible take. All right, let's move on to the next one. Hope I'm bringing y'all some good content today. I hope you're all enjoying this. All right, so next 2. So we got 6, Taylor Moton, and 5. We got Shaq Thompson for this top 10 list. I think Taylor Moton at 6 seems about right. He's just a steady performer on the offensive line. I don't think he doesn't really get a lot of talk about him, but he's just consistently consistent every year, right? Though he might not be ascended to a top 3 right tackle, but I think his impact on the field is very vital to our football team. So I think 6 for Taylor Moton is not a bad call. Number 5, Shaq. I think his value goes beyond words, honestly. As he brings, because what he brings to the table, like he has his leadership, his experience, everything like that. His work ethic for this team, his presence on the field. He's the heart of our defense. So him at 5, I think is a good call on this list. I really do. I think that 5 for Shaq Thompson is solid. So 6 and 5, I agree with so far. I would say if you're looking at this article, 7 and 10, you can make cases for with the fact of Dante Jackson, but then I think 9 and 8, you could definitely move them up. I think Miles Sanders being on this list so far at 7 kind of is a stretch for me just because he hasn't played for us, but we'll see. If he turns out to be the way he was in Philadelphia, then 7's fine by me. All right, let's move on to the next one. Next 2 here. So we got number 4, Jeremy Chin on this list. And then number 3, they have JC Horn. I think that's good. I think JC Horn's kind of a stretch at 3 just because of his injuries. Jeremy Chin, you could obviously make the case that he's the most versatile player in the NFC, maybe even possibly the entire NFL, just because of his dynamic skill set. He will ultimately Jeremy Chin's opportunity this year with this new defensive scheme. You better watch out for a different. He could make a case this year, and him and Brian Burns could be defensive players, MVP candidates. I mean, defensive player of the years. Maybe a MVP candidate for Jeremy Chin might be a stretch, but MVP candidate for Brian Burns, I think you can make a case for. I think Brian Burns, and I predicted it on the last stream, I think that Brian Burns might break the single season sack record here in Carolina. I really do with this new style of offense. Our defense, sorry. The new style of defense. Excuse me. So, but Jeremy Chin, I think at 4 is good. I expect him to be a game changer to this defense from line to scrimmage, man. Just sideline to sideline. So looking forward to that. JC Horn at 3. The only reason why I say it's a stretch, and I love the kid to death, is just because of his health concerns. But when he is healthy, he is a lockdown corner, and he's a top 5, top 10 corner in the NFL. All right. And he, in this article, he says that he rivals with the best young cornerbacks in the league. And we talked about that, I think, yesterday or the day before. We were looking at the ESPN's top 10 cornerback list. And he was an honorable mention. And the reason why he was not in the top 10 was just because of his injuries. But when he's healthy, he is one of the best corners in the NFL. And I think he's right up there with Patrick Surtain. I think you can make a case when healthy, he's just as good, if not better, than Patrick Surtain. That might be a stretch. That might be a hot take, but that's my opinion. All right. All right. So let's move on to the last 2. So we got Derek Brown, and of course, number 1, Brian Burns. I think Brown at 2. I'm not mad with Derek Brown at 2 after the year he had, right? I think Brown is a formidable force in stopping the run. I think he has the potential to become a dominant pass rusher as well when it comes to his impact on the field. I think he set a tone for this defense. I really do. And what we saw last year, I think is no question why he's at number 2. I think with this new defensive scheme, he might not be the stats guy, but he will be the disruptor to help Brian Burns and those other outside linebackers to get those numbers. So that's what I'm looking forward to. I think the new style of defense is going to also help with us stopping the run this year because we struggled really bad last year. So I think Evero is going to use this defense with all of the versatility and skill sets that we do have. I mean, this defense is playoff ready, in my opinion. Even though I say we need some more corner depth and pass rushing depth, I still think this defense is good enough to be a playoff contender defense. So then, of course, last but not least, Brian Burns. Obviously, this is self-explanatory. He's set to be one of the highest paid pass rushers in the NFL. His health solidifies him at the top position of this team because the best ability is availability, right? And he's always available, and he's always playing, and he's the leader of the pack. So, and we've seen what he's done over the years. So, I think that this list, for the most part, is good. I mean, heading into 2023, we've boasted an impressive lineup of talented individuals led by Brian Burns. So I'm hoping that he's gonna lead this defense to success with a mix of seasoned veterans, promising rising stars. I think that this team is poised for a lot of excitement, competitive football, some creative play calling, and the versatility of this team is awesome. So looking forward to that. All right. So we've gone over the questions ahead of Carolina Panthers training camp, Bryce Young joins Bojangles, and then the top 10 best players on the Carolina Panthers football team. All right, let's move on to some NFL trivia. All right, and chat, I need y'all to get involved in this, okay? I need y'all to get involved with this, but I know ball, so maybe I won't need y'all today. Hopefully not, okay? We're going to do a gridiron to finish up and a Weddle to finish up the stream today. All right. If any of y'all don't know what this is, you're about to find out. If you don't know, now you know. All right. Dude, this coffee is kicking, boy. All right, let's get into some NFL trivia. And chat, please get involved. I would love it if y'all get involved too into this trivia. If you're just joining in, you missed the first 3 topics. We talked about questions leading up to the Carolina Panthers training camp, top 10 players of the top 10 list of the NFL or Carolina Panthers team. And then also talked about Bryce Young joining in partnership with Bojangles. I can also put those articles in the chat if you would like. Let me know if you want them. I can send them over. All right, the first one, chat. I'm going to need your help with this. So basically what you do here is you're just guessing. It's your football knowledge. You're guessing players that played for both of these teams. So the Giants, Seahawks, Giants, Bucks, Giants, Bengals, right? Same thing. Cardinals, Seattle, Cardinals, Bucks, Cardinals, Bengals. And then we've got to figure out 10 plus receiving touchdowns in the season since 1999 for the Seahawks. Same thing for the Bucks. Same thing for the Bengals. Okay. So Giants and Seattle. Did Geno Smith play for the Giants? That's something I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to remember if Geno Smith played for the Giants at some point. I know he played for the Jets, obviously. But did he ever play for – now, here's the thing, too, guys. We have 9 squares, and you only get 9 guesses. All right? Okay. I know that Carson Palmer played for both of these guys. I know that. I know ball. All right, so then we have Giants, Seattle. Doing some NFL trivia, guys. If you've just joining, we already missed all the Carolina Panther content. So, but this is recorded, so you will be able to go back and watch it. It was just the first 30 minutes of the stream. But I appreciate everyone joining the live stream. We're down to the NFL trivia. I think Geno Smith played here. I'm gonna go for it. Hopefully, I'm right. Holy shit. Okay. Thank goodness. All right. Now, then we have Cardinals, Seattle. Well, now let's do Giants. Let's do Giants, Bucks. Giants, Bucks. Okay, let me think. Kevin Rudolph, no. I don't think Rudolph. But Rudolph played for the Vikings, but I don't think he ever played for the Giants. Shockey never played for the Bucks. He played for the Saints and the Giants. So I was thinking tight ends there. Oh man. Oh. Pierre Paul. Jason Pierre Paul. He played for both of them. Oh yeah. Mr. Three Fingers. Did Justin Ross play for both of didn't Justin Ross play for both of these teams? No, but I don't think he counts because I don't think he technically played. I didn't think they had him in here. So they have Ross. Oh, okay. All right, so Giants, Bengals, and chat. You more help me out here, okay? Okay. I'm trying to think. So Giants, Bengals. Trying to think of guys that played on both. Kadarius Toney didn't play. Kadarius Toney didn't play for the Bengals, so he doesn't count. Running backs wise, so Giants, Bengals. This is what we're going for. Giants, Bengals. This corner right here. And chat, you're more than welcome to help me out. I would appreciate it. Okay, so we got Giants, Bengals. Defensive players. I'm thinking here. Bengals, Giants, Bengals. I know ball. Just kidding. I'm just messing around, guys. Oh man. This one's tricking me. I'm trying to think of like older players too that played on Ocho Cinco. Someone dropping off a package. I was like, who the hell is that? Okay, Ocho Cinco didn't play on the Giants. Fuck. This one's tough. I don't need Giants and Bucks. I need Giants and Bengals. I already had the Giants and Bucks. Jason Pierre-Paul. Daheen Jones? Did he really play on that? I'll be freaking damn. I didn't even 4% of people got that. That's crazy. That's crazy. Only 4% people have guessed that. That's the percent of how many people guessed that. Up there, I figured it out. That's crazy. All right, so now we can move on. So Cardinals, Seattle. I feel like there's a couple of players that have done this. Adrian Peterson didn't play there. Marshawn Lynch didn't play there. Sean Alexander didn't play both of those. Wide receivers wise, defense. I'm trying to think also defensively. Richard Sherman. He didn't. I don't know. He didn't play at the Cardinals. Richard Sherman didn't play at the Cardinals. What about, did Patrick Peterson play at the Cardinals? I mean, not the Cardinals, but the Seattle. Bobby Wagner, no. I don't think Patrick Peterson played there at the Seattle. I know he played at the Cardinals. Oh, man, this is tough. Come on, chat. Help me out. Let's go. Y'all use your brains too. All right. I'm thinking. I know ball. I know ball. Okay. Okay, so Cardinals. We'll skip over Seattle and the Cardinals. That one's tough. Why do I feel like Josh McCown played there for some reason? Because he's played like freaking everywhere. I mean, this corner one's pretty damn easy. Ocho Cinco. Yeah. I mean, this one's easy. DK Metcalf. We could just go with that. This one's easy too. Mike Evans. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna bring an old school one. Yo, you telling me Keyshawn Johnson never scored 10 plus touchdowns at the Bucks? The fuck? Yo, no way. All right, Tampa Bay, where are you at? Oh man, he only scored the most touchdowns he ever scored at the Bucks was 8. He did 10. He did get 10 in. Oh man. Well, I missed that square. Fuck. All right. Well, fine. I'll just do Mike Evans. Assholes. I can't think of one here. All right. Cardinals, Bucks. Cardinals, Bucks. Cardinals, Bucks. Cardinals, Bucks. Cardinals, Bucks. Cardinals, Bucks. Dude, why am I just like I can't think of an NFL player right now that played for the Cardinals and the Bucks? I don't understand it. Why am I having such a brain fart right now? Oh God. Okay, Cardinals, Buccaneers. Christian Kirk, no. Larry Fitzgerald, no. Keyshawn Johnson, no. Chris Godwin, no. Any quarterbacks? Shit, what was his name? San Francisco, I think, drafted him. Blaine Gabbert. That's right. That's who I was thinking of. So who? Yeah, open stats. So Adrian Peterson did play. Oh, dude. Oh man. It was Adrian Peterson. At least that was like the most. This shows us like the most people that were. Oh, dude. If I wouldn't have guessed Keyshawn Johnson where Mike Evans was, I mean, we might have gotten it, but damn. Okay, so it was Adrian Peterson. All right. No big deal. No big deal. All right, let's do Weddle. So I will teach you how Weddle works here real quick. So we're guessing an NFL player, and it's a current NFL player. It's not. I don't think it has to do with like I don't think you can pick like a old timey Weddle. All right. So you get 10 guesses, and we've got to figure out who it is. So we can do so this is Weddle Unlimited. So let's just do this. And we're on hard mode, so we're going to do this one. So it's not going to be easy. All right, let's start with just going to start with Noah Fant. Wow. Okay, that was a good first guess. All right, so we guessed Noah Fant. So we know it's in the NFC. So when it's highlighted yellow, we're close. We're not right on it. Okay, when it's green, we're right on it. All right. All right. So Seattle, that's not the team, but the division is in the NFC. It's not in the NFC West. It's just in the NFC. Tight end, no. 6'4", correct. Age, a little bit older. All right. Yeah, but NFL kid, it says even if it was DJ Moore, if I guess DJ Moore, wouldn't the tight end position be highlighted yellow if it was on offense? So I'm thinking we got to think defense here because the tight end position isn't highlighted yellow. So I think we got to think defense here. 6'4". His number is higher than 87, and he's older than 25, but he's in the NFC. All right, so we got to think of somebody with a number of higher than 87. So Josh Sweat. Okay. 6'4". All right, we're on the right track. We're on the right track here. All right. $26. So I'm trying to think of guys who are like 26. He's not in the NFC East, but he's in the NFC. Trying to think here. Trying to think. All right. So we've got it. So far, we know it's in the NFC. We know that it's a defensive player, but we know he's 6'4" and he's 26, and his number is higher than 94. Okay. 94. So it's 95, 96, 97, 98, 99. Okay. So we got to think here. He's not in the West. He's not in the East. So we're either South or North. Does free agents count? Like if I chose... Good Lord. All right. Sorry about that. Okay. All right. Let me think. 6'4". He's 26 on the defense. His number is higher than Calais Campbell's too old, so it can't be him. It can't be Brian Burns because his nope. Could it be Derek Brown? All right. So now we've got a dime. So, all right. So NFC South. So it's NFC North. Jeez. Okay. NFC North. So we need to think NFC North defensive players, defensive lineman, defensive end. Okay. I'm thinking here. I'm thinking. Think. Defensive players, NFC North. Okay. Vikings. Well, it can't be Aiden Hutchinson. So it can't be Aiden Hutchinson because he's too young. So then it can't be. Oh, this is so hard, man. Weddle is killing me. Okay, so then if it's not. Okay, if it's not. I'm trying to think of NFC North teams that defensive linemen for them. So our defensive tackle, defensive ends that are big time names. That's what I'm trying to think of. It's I'm thinking Chicago. I'm trying to think of Chicago Bears lineup. I'm trying to think of their names. Like they got some big time defensive tackles there. It's 20. He's got to be 26. I remember picked up a guy from the Texans. I'm pretty sure. Didn't they get Rasheem Green? There he is. Okay. That was a freaking pull. So I'm on the right track. Rasheem Green, but he's not a defensive end. And he's not a defensive tackle? 6'4", 26. So what would he so if he's so then could he be a linebacker? No, there's no way. There's no way. I mean, unless it can't be Zach Pickens because he's out of South Carolina and he got drafted by them and he's a rookie, so it can't be him. And it's not defensive end, it's not the defensive tackle. So then what else would it be? It's got to be a linebacker. Oh, you know who it could be? Travis Gibson on Chicago. I remember because he's a hell of a football player. He's the only one I could think of because he's good. They also had TJ Edwards and Tremont Edmonds, but I think TJ Edwards is too small. Tremont Edmonds is tall. He's like 6'6", 6'5". It's got to be Travis Gibson. It's got to be Travis Gibson. Girl. I know ball. I know ball. All right, perfect. We are going to end it off of there. I appreciate everyone joining the live stream. Of course, we're going to be doing this every single day, Monday through Friday. We are going to do the gridiron regularly. We're going to do Weddle regularly. Obviously, at the beginning of the show, we will do all Carolina Panthers content, and we'll finish up with the Weddle and the trivia at the end of the day. So I'll be back live here tomorrow, same time, same place. Please come and join. Make sure you pound the like button on your way out and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. A few other things you can do. Click that post notification bell so you don't miss out on any new live streams or any uploads of videos. I will have a lot of shorts coming out today talking about my expectations from this rookie class. So be on the lookout for the short for that. Going to be doing some Madden rating shorts, so be on the lookout for those. But yeah, appreciate everyone joining the live stream. If you're just joining, make sure you pound the like button. This live stream is also recorded, so you can always go back and watch it on the channel. Okay? Love all y'all. Thank you for all the support. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Keep pounding, guys. Have a great day.